Good evening, everyone. I'm Doshon Farad. You are watching In the Community TV. Today we have with us a very talented DMV area-based musician, Eli. We're going to speak with him this evening about his career and its direction, amongst other things. We would love to read your comments, and don't forget to follow us online. First of all, hi, welcome. How you doing, Eli?
How you doing?
Well, Eli, for our television audience, we want to know. Just tell us a little bit about yourself. What inspired you to get involved in this, and some of your influences, and the rest is history. You want to tell?
Well, I started singing when I was 5. Like, it started in a church right next door. So, my grandfather heard me singing in the car. He made me leader of the children's choir. And from there, I just had a passion for singing.
Now, how old are you, out of curiosity?
24.
Okay, the reason I'm asking is because, see, oftentimes, even with people like from my generation, I'm 41 years old, most of the musicians in my generation and your generation, or my age and your age, they're not like the previous generation. They didn't come out the church. And so you see that often, you can actually tell those who had that influence. So it's a rarity for someone like, someone your age definitely to be inspired by the church. Now, how did it inspire your music?
My music?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it. Well, yeah, it kind of do inspire my music sometimes, but a lot of times it's just basically, I feel as if though music is an art form. Like, say you painting. You're not going to paint based off of one color, and your emotions is different colors. So my music comes from basically how I feel. So say if I'm angry, I might write some angry music, but if I'm feeling like happy, make some energetic music. If I'm feeling in love, I'm gonna make some love type music. And that's basically what influenced my music.
So you said that you write music. Now, how long have you been? Now, you said you started singing at the age of 5, but how long have you been actually writing music? When did you write your first piece?
My first piece, my mother taught me how to write. Let me go there. So none of the writing talent I wouldn't have without my mother. I used to sit down. She used to be writing songs for the church, and I used to sit there and I used to help her with it. So my first piece that I actually wrote was, I'd say, about maybe 6, 8 years ago, and that's one that I sat down and I wrote by myself.
Now, do you perform often to large crowds, small crowds?
No, I haven't really performed. Not really. What I'm doing right now is trying to get myself together as an artist. So that way when I come out, it'll stick, rather than stick for a minute and then peel off slowly and then I slowly fade away.
So have you collaborated with any of the DC area greats and anyone famous that we should be aware of?
No, I collaborated with some up-and-coming artists.
So what are your future plans, like, as we speak? What are your future plans now as we go forward?
To be king.
Okay, but so how do you plan on becoming king? In other words, if you don't mind sharing some of your plan, like, what are some of the steps you're taking now to make that happen?
I'm taking everything I learned day by day, whether good or bad, and putting it towards who I am as a man, and that's going to allow me to be king. So it's some things that I learned through my daily life, through the struggle, pain, sorrow. I may not like it, and I may not understand right now why I'm going through it. But then again, I think back to what I asked to be, which is king. So, and the king got to learn how to press forward through everything. Every stipulation in life, a king got to learn how to look past what's in front of him and focus on what's going to make the outcome better.
So before we don't want to keep you long, but I must ask you, for our audience, do you mind if you give us, and I'm sure you hear this all the time, do you mind if you give us a sample, just a small sample of your work? If you don't mind, we want to hear some of your lyrical skills.
All right.
Any song, brother.
You had to be there. It was so beautiful. You can see every emotion in the way that she moved. She had my eyes glued. I could not look away, no, no. I tried to, but I swear it's in mind control.
You're a bad man. Now, you heard it. We're here with Eli right here. You're tuned in to In the Community TV. I'm Doshon Farad. We'll be seeing you very soon. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, brother. You gotta like stop that. And then you gotta stop that too, yeah, brother. We don't wanna talk about nobody's mother on air while we think we off air. We call that a Jesse Jackson moment. You may not remember that, but going back 10 years ago, when Jesse Jackson was one of